Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Smith. I'm the activity programmer at the Wellington County Museum and Archives, and today I am in lovely Harriston here in the township of Minto. And the reason that I'm come here today is last night throughout parts of Wellington County we had one heck of a light show. There was quite a thunderstorm, and one of the things that I do as part of my job is travel around Wellington County and I give presentations about different historical events or things that have happened. And one of the programs that I do is all about wicked Wellington weather, all kinds of crazy weather events that have taken place. And so last night's thunderstorm kind of reminded me of that and got me thinking about probably the number one thing that everybody remembers. Whenever I give this presentation, as soon as I start talking about this thing, everybody sort of perks up, they put their hands up. If they were alive at the time, they all remember it, and that is Hurricane Hazel. Now, Hurricane Hazel, in case you weren't alive at the time, took place in 1954. And it was the only Hurricane Force storm to ever hit this part of Ontario. It was kind of a freak storm. It came through, it was very much a kind of standard hurricane that we read about in the news, went through the Caribbean, hit the eastern coast of the southern United States, did a lot of damage, but it really wasn't that unusual of a storm. It was a big storm, but not that unusual of a storm. And it started to go over inland, and as it happens with hurricanes like that, it started to lose steam, it started to lose power. But what was unusual about Hazel is that when she got over top of the Great Lakes, she picked up even more power and she became a Category 1 hurricane again, which people weren't expecting. People were expecting all kinds of rain, they knew it was going to rain a lot, but they didn't necessarily know we were going to get a hurricane. And so it really took people by surprise. And when I travel through the county, when I'm in a church basement or a Legion Hall giving this presentation, people always say about the different ways that they were surprised, either driving on the highway and all of a sudden they have to pull off to the side of the road for a couple hours to wait out the storm, or just driving along. And I talked to one lady who saw fish crossing the highway. I talked to another lady who saw beavers swimming down the street. Other people in their houses just having rain sort of flow down. It's one of those things that's really etched in people's minds. And we have a number of pictures at the collection. People went out afterwards and took pictures of all of these things. And you can see, I'm gonna post these pictures sort of as I'm talking, and you can see some of them as we go through, some of the damage that went through. Some of the things that happened, people tend to have, most people have good memories, or at least interesting memories of Hurricane Hazel. You can see this is a picture of in Drayton, someone took a picture, there was an outhouse stuck under the bridge, you know, ha ha ha, very funny, just sort of big event. But it was an incredibly serious storm. And here in Harriston, the reason I'm here today is because it did a lot of damage. Harriston is low-lying to begin with, and the water rose up, went over into the streets and flooded a number of houses. Did quite a lot of damage, as you can see through these pictures right here. Could have been a lot worse, could have done a lot more damage, and all throughout the Grand River watershed. But in 1944, just 10 years before, the Shan Dam had been finished, and that allowed the Grand River's water levels all throughout the watershed to be regulated a little bit more. And the saying was that Shan Dam cost $3 million to build, which was quite a pretty penny in the 1940s, especially during the war, but it saved its budget in one night during Hurricane Hazel, because they got so much rain that Harriston would have been decimated even worse than it was. Drayton, Moorfield, all the way down south out throughout the county. Galt would have been flooded for sure. Brantford, Paris, all of these places would have seen millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of damage if it wasn't for the good old Shan Dam. So next time you're fishing at Bellwood Lake, which is where Shan Dam is, please remember, not all heroes wear capes, and Shan Dam really was the hero of this story. And if you have any memories of Hurricane Hazel, if you happen to see a beaver crossing the road or any fish going down, you know, the highway, let me know. I would love to hear about it. You can email me through the museum or through my email at kyles@wellington.ca. I would love to hear about it. And hopefully we don't get another, storm like that for maybe another 100 years. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys again soon. And thanks for listening. Bye-bye.